So there are several things you need to be very careful about. Okay. So first of all, here you see that here is input names are A and B, right? And then here also the input names are A and B. But actually, these names don't have to be the same as the names in this function file. Okay. For example, here, let me say this is X and Y. Here, X and Y. And let me run it. There is no problem. Even let me replace it by Z. Let me run it. No problem, right? So these names don't have to be the same as the names in this function file. Okay. What matters is the number of inputs and outputs and the order. Okay. Let me show you why. Okay, let me change this function. A divided by B. Okay, A divided by B. Okay, no, it would be better. A minus B. This would be easier. A minus B. Okay, A minus B. Okay, here, let me say. Okay, A B. Here, A B. Right? Let me run it. Again, minus 1. Yes, because A is 2, B is 3. 2 minus 3. Okay? Here, 2 minus 3 must be minus 1. And minus 1 will be returned to Z. Okay? And let me try this. B A. Right? B A. Okay? So then, the first input is B, the second is A. But in here, the first one A, the second one is B. But again, what matters is the order. Okay? So here is B. B is what? 3. 3 is here. 3 is in the first place. And 2 is in the second place. Okay? What matters is that 3 is in the first place and 2 is in the second place. Not the names. Okay? Don't care about names at all. Okay? 3 is in the first place. Here, what's the first place? Here, 3. 3 is the first place, and 3 is now assigned to A, not B. Okay. Here in this script, B is 3. Okay, B is 3, and 3 is in here. Now 3 is assigned to A, not B, because 3 is in the first place, and then the variable in the first the first one in this input is A. So now this is 3, and B is what? B is now the second input. What's the second input? Second input is what? 2. 2 is the second input, right? 2 is the second input. So this is 3 minus 2 equals 1. So C is equals to 1. Okay, C must be 1. So let me run it. Yes, it's 1, right? Okay, names don't matter at all. Okay, only the number inputs and the orders matter. Okay, let me try this. There is only B. Okay, so then there must be error message here. Not enough input arguments. Okay, because here to compute C, how many inputs do we need? You need 2 inputs, but here I gave only 1 input. Okay, so that's why we need 2 inputs. Okay, right. And then another thing is that here is output. Output doesn't have to be only 1. It could be multiple. Let me see. Let's break it. And then here's D, whatever. Okay, so now D equals what? I'll say A times B. Right? A times B. Okay. So then let me run it. But here, in here, there are two outputs. There are two outputs, but I specify only one. Then this one is always the first output. The first one is what? A minus B, which is C, right? So the inputs are 2 minus 3. Here, 2, 3. 2 minus 3. 2 minus 3. That's why Z is minus 1. The second output is A times B. 2 times 3, which is 6, right? 6 is not shown here, right? And then to see the second output, the same as in the function Z. Let me say H, whatever, and let me run it here. Z is minus 1, H equals 6. Right? Okay. All right. Okay. And then, just in case I put, say, G, and let me run it, then there must be an error. Too many output arguments, right? Because here there are only 2 outputs, but I requested 3 outputs. So that's why you see this error message, right? We have to reduce this. Okay. And in some cases, usually you wanna see the first or the whole outputs, right? Because whenever you make a function, usually you will place the most important output in the first place, and then the less important output will be placed in the second place here. But sometimes you want to see only the second output, not the first one. Then what if I try this? Try this. The H should be minus 1 or 6. Yes, it must be minus 1 because here is only one output, and then whenever you ask only one output, then the first output is just assigned to here. Okay, so that's why. Okay, let me remove this semicolon. That's why you see only minus 1, right? But if you try to see only the second one, okay, not the first one. Of course, you may ask to display both. Okay. Okay. But sometimes you don't want to see you don't want to assign any output to Z. Okay, you don't want to see because you are not going to use the Z anymore. Then just place like this, wave here. Okay, then let me run it. Then only H is this H is what the second output is assigned to H, right? And then the first output is not assigned to any variable. Okay, so this is just empty. Okay, even this is not a name.